Okay guys, Chayich, welcome back. Okay, to get a little bit more I don't know if it's conscious, but to just get a little bit more reflexive requirement in the downswing, just drill it in, just get yourself a wedge or a 9-iron or an 8-iron, whatever. Just get it like this and just push it back here, and then try and initiate, try and get the, even though we're pulling there, try and get the pull on that bottom hand that's separating that grip. Try and get it off the left groin and the left shoulder and the whole lead side. Just try and initiate that loading on the hands by doing that, and just get the feel of it in a little shot like this. I'm going to push this back, and then I'm just going to fire it with the with this here, but against that windscreen wiper. Oh, that's a good shot. See, that's interesting, guys. Very little backswing, but because of that elastic turbo effect, I mean, that just had so much hit on it. I mean, a little swing like that, and it's carried about 80 metres. Just had nothing on it. And the swing never went back more than a foot. But that point I made before, where it may not only go to there, but look how far the club's away. If your hands only go to there and the club's here, there's no energy there. So just get the feeling. So we're going to push this back here, push there, and then we're just going to turn against it, but with this side as much as we can. Whatever your key is, whether it's the left knee, the left groin, the left shoulder moving up, whatever. Oh, that's so good. That's the sort of contact you've got to make, guys, when you hit these little shots. That's what I termed, when I met Mo, I called his shots rasping. Just like you're rasping a piece of metal or wood. That's what Mo did. He just rasped the ball. Just extraordinary. Okay, so we'll just do that. Put a little bit more into this one, and a little bit more right here, and I'm just pulling it out. Yeah. Now that does feel like a windscreen wiper, but a very, very strong windscreen wiper. Very strong. So it's a shorter swing, so it's not as flat as a big swing will be. It's not as shallow, it's a little steeper, which you want with a shot like this, but we're just learning this, so I'm going to really, this time I'll be really aggressive and pull against the hands and try and separate the grip with the groin and the left shoulder up. Get away. Good way to learn it. I can feel my hands staying there against the turn of the lead side. I'll really be aggressive with this one. Look at that, guys. Look how much that's pulled me through. Look. Here. And that's a backswing where the hands don't go any further than this, but that's got tremendous power. That's about a 75 carry. That is 75. Well, those balls are exactly 75. And it's a tiny little baby swing. But this has given me tremendous velocity out of a little base. I feel like the centre of a carousel or a merry-go-round, and I'm trying to get the centre going and fling the horse off the outside of the merry-go-round, trying to fling it off. That's what it feels like. But what you'll notice here, guys, in this little shot is how much extension you get on the arms through the shot, because we don't want in any of this, we never want this sort of arms coming into us like that. We want the arm to be pushing that way, and if I'm turning against, if I'm pushing that way, If I'm pushing there like that and I turn against it, look, everything gets long. It gets stretched, it gets elongated. Alright, now we'll just take it back a little further. Oh, it's lovely. I just can't believe, I mean, you want to hit an 80, 90 yard wedge shot straight, but I mean, they're bowling alley straight. I mean, even on my normal wedges, I draw them about, a couple of yards, but there's no movement on these at all. And I do very much, guys, feel like this is happening. It's clearly not happening. I hit a couple of shots this way, so you can see that. I've got as much rotation as the left as a normal golf swing. See the rotation over here? But long arms with the rotation. You don't want this. That's spooning. And that arm goes off on a tangent by itself. You want all this to all be connected to the rotation. All these components have all got to travel in their own arc relative to the big arc, to the big instigator of the arc, which is the body. So we don't want any of these components disconnected and going in different directions. That's gone over a fence down here on the neighbour's property. It's about 100 metres away. So it's the tiniest little swing. Just cleared the fence. Gone into the cow drinking trough. I saw it splash. The cow will probably go in there and drink the guy's prize bull, and he'll probably suck up one of these balls, choke him, and I'll get a bill for $100,000. Choked by a Shrixon range ball. I'll do another one. So just watch how much rotation I get. Look at that guy. That's gone about 115. 115. Alright, we'll just step up. Just get the driver. Now what I'm going to, now it'll look pretty radical now, and it'll probably feel radical because having that big extension with the driver, I'm really going to get some huge torque and release on the shot. Massive. Well, watch this, guys. First drive of the day. See that guy practicing behind me? He hates me. He said one day to me, in a very sarcastic manner, "Don't you ever hit a crooked shot? Doesn't it bore you to keep hitting those straight shots all the time?" I said, "Yeah, I mean, I'd probably get sick of it after about 5 million in a row." And he sat over there on occasions and watched me. I really don't know. He's a really strange guy. I really don't know whether he was kidding or not, but he was really... Oh, don't you get sick of hitting those shots all the time? Oh. He used to go to my gym, and I used to absolutely destroy him in the gym, and I think that's why he doesn't like me. And he's about 30 years younger than me. Watch this. Digressing, Jace. Watch his left side. I tell you what, guys, I am getting so much stretch and push down and trying to pull that grip apart, because on my golf clubs I've got velvet cords and they're quite abrasive, and they are absolutely shredding that knuckle, that pressure point on my forefinger there. it's just torn the skin right off it, and it's because I'm pushing down that much and I'm pulling against it, so it's like a rasp. It's actually pulling the skin off. That's how much I'm holding on it, which is a good sign. Okay, and really get that left side working, JH. It's a funny sensation because I'm used to seeing the ball start out there and then, have that little, what I call a sketch, which is half a draw. It only moves about 3 or 4 yards, but there's always that shape. And now I'm sort of looking for it, and it doesn't happen. It just goes dead straight. Yeah, that's called a sketch. It's half a draw. Okay, take it back a long way, Jay. Get that right side out of the way on the backswing. Okay, now I'll try and do a JB Holmes. I'll really try and just point the club straight. This will be, I might mistime this, but I'm actually going to try and do that. Oh, guys! You're going to see that. That's different flight. That just feels like smashing the face of the driver in. And I actually did try and straight line it. Tried to push it right there. Tried to straight line it. Wow, that was just a wow shot. Straight line it, JH. Well, I've always considered myself a straight hitter in relative terms, but they're not straight. Not straight in the way I've seen straight. They got no movement, none. And there's a big tree up here in the distance, and it's probably 4 feet wide in the stem. It's a big tree, big Australian gum. And the ball is actually within the framework of the tree when I look up there. The tree trunk blots it out. Not on all of them, but if it doesn't do that, it's only 3 or 4 yards right. That's all it is. Most of the time it's right on that tree, so I'm hitting it within a corridor of about 8 yards. 10 at the most. More like 7 to 8. See if I can hit the tree. Okay, straight line it, JH. Oh, hit it! Come on, John, hit it! Hit it! Well, there's a shadow up there of the tree, and I never get that landed in the shadow. Well, not on the fly, but it ended up in there, and my balls never get up there. So that's... I've definitely picked up 20 in the air, guys. Absolutely 20. Okay, this is boring stuff. This is boring stuff, but to watch. But these are only my practice sessions, guys, and this is the ingraining, the embedding. It's what you've got to do. You've got to have the diligence to do this stuff. And don't just pull a ball across and just smash it. Just think about everything. Feel the golf club. Okay, that was to use the old JH practice tee line. That was the best drive I've ever hit. Played a couple of days yesterday. They get superseded quick on the JH practice tee. One day and they're just superseded. Watch this. As Mo used to say, watch this. But he had something to watch. I don't understand this. At my age, I can't. You shouldn't be able to hit the ball like that at my age. Well, that's hit the tree. That bounced in the tree, 4 feet wide. Shouldn't be able to do that at my age, especially at that distance. Okay, guys. Now I'm not a bomber. I've never been a bomber. Well, I wasn't bad when I first started. In the old days, in those old clubs, I could hit it 270, 280 all the time. In the old wooden clubs, when I was 34, with the old balls, the Australian ball. But today if I can get it out there, 260, 250, 260 metres, carried about 240, I'm happy. That's 260 yards carry. It's okay for an old 75-year-old broken down guy. And there are occasions when I can just launch it. I get another 20. But when I say that's long for JH. That's with a proper ball, that'd be a run out at 265. It wouldn't be, it's not 280 or 290. On a hard fairway, maybe, but I mean, to get it up to that tree, there's not many guys here. They all say they can hit it 300. How many guys get it to that tree, I can tell you. Especially with a range ball. And none of them hit it. None of them. Guys, this is absolutely preposterously ridiculous. The more hit it again. Okay. I surrender. I give up. How do you do that? How do you do that? The more I straight line it, the more compression I get, straighter the ball goes. If I can actually feel like I'm doing this, if I can actually get the club there, imagine if I got the club there, the speed that I could get from there, or even there. I'm here, as you know. But if you watch me in the backswing, I'm very much like this. I mean, I probably have the straightest arms in the West on the backswing. I've always done that. I've always had the Toledo steel left arm. Always done that. Because there's two in a row where I hit that tree, it's 4 feet wide. That's my Norman stuff. That tree's 260 yards from here. These are real yards, guys. These are not flight scope yards. I see some of those guys on the flight scopes, and then I see them the next day on the range, or they'll bring their flight scope data to me. I sit here and I not sarcastically, but I can't help myself. I say, well, guys, was that in another country? You got over here quick, but the atmospheric conditions here, you're like 25, 30 yards behind those numbers. So I may say I don't like the flight scopes and all those type of things. Okay, last shot. Watch this, guys. I'm going to really try and straight line this. This is amazing. It's the best I've ever hit it, guys. Best I've ever hit it. Okay, that one's missed the tree by about 4 yards right. Okay, guys, we're going to do a lot more of this because this is the way to go. I've just got to work up some more drills and some feelings, but I reckon today that I've improved my intention 10%, 15%, because I really feel like I'm doing that. And some of the two drives prior to that last one, I haven't felt compression like that on a drive in my life. That's the sort of stuff you hear, not myself in Justin Rose's category or Jordan Spieth's category, but that fantastic sound they make when they hit the rock because they compress it so much. And Sergio, that to me is my compression sound for my puny little swing, but that's beautiful compression for a driver. And that means I've got a lot of... And watch what happens, guys. You watch the shaft bend here, and this is a pretty solid shaft, is. You watch it bend there, it'll get a lot of radial bend, because I get that download here, and then then I don't sort of continue it here, I just let it go that way. It gets wide, so there's no jam in here, no pitch elbow. Okay, guys, we'll do some more during the next couple of days, but this is spectacular stuff. And I promise you, this is the way to play golf. I promise you.